A burning stone rushes out of the dark. For the defenders behind the wall, the danger is not only the impact, it is the moment they realize that height, distance, and even water may no longer protect them. For most of history, a wall was more than stone. It was a promise. Stand high enough, build thick enough, and the enemy would be forced to wait outside. The strangest siege weapons were terrifying because they attacked that promise from 4 different directions. The counterweight trebuchet did not rely on twisted rope. It relied on gravity. A heavy box rose on the short end of a timber arm. On the opposite side, a long arm held a sling and a stone. Release the catch, and the counterweight dropped. Around a fixed axle, the long arm swept upward. The sling extended the motion, then opened at a carefully chosen moment. A falling mass became a rising projectile. This was not random violence. Crews adjusted weight, sling length, and release angle, learning the machine shot by shot. A stone could pass over the battlements, smash roofs, break formations, or make every protected space feel exposed. Royal Armouries notes that Edward I probably used a giant engine called Warwolf at Stirling Castle in 1304. Its name survived because the machine itself became part weapon, part warning. If defenders trusted height, attackers could build height of their own. A siege tower was a moving timber building, wheels below, ladders within, soldiers above, and an assault bridge waiting at the top. Its movement was slow and dangerous. Every meter closer brought arrows, stones, and fire. But once the upper platform reached the battlement, the geometry of the fortress changed. The wall no longer separated 2 armies. It became a narrow bridge between them. One tower used at Lisbon in 1147 was said to stand 29 meters high. Whether every measurement was exact mattered less to the people watching it approach. The machine made a fixed defense feel temporary. In Joseon, Korea, engineers turned delay itself into a threat. The Bigyokjin Choloi was a cast-iron shell, roughly 21 centimeters across. Inside were gunpowder, iron fragments, a bamboo tube, and a fuse wound around a spiral wooden component. The shell was launched from a mortar called a wangu, but it was not meant to explode at the muzzle or at the instant of landing. The internal fuse kept burning after the iron sphere came to rest. That pause changed human behavior. A strange object could land inside a position and appear harmless just long enough to draw attention. Historical accounts connect the weapon's delayed explosion to the Joseon recovery of Gyeongju during the Imjin War. The blast scattered iron fragments, but surprise was part of the design. The weapon did not simply cross a wall, it carried a second moment of danger inside it. The Byzantine weapon, later called Greek fire, attacked another assumption, that water would stop flame. Sources describe an incendiary liquid projected from siphons mounted on galleys. Once burning, it could continue across the surface of the sea. Its exact recipe is still unknown. Naphtha or petroleum was probably central, with other ingredients added, but no honest reconstruction can claim the lost formula with certainty. What mattered to an enemy sailor was the visible result. The Byzantine ship did not have to ram first. A pressurized stream crossed the gap, ignited near the nozzle, and carried fire toward the target. Water was no longer an escape route. It had become part of the battlefield. Gravity defeated distance. Timber defeated height. A hidden fuse weaponized time. Liquid fire challenged the sea itself. None of these machines made walls useless forever. Defenders adapted, fortifications changed, and gunpowder artillery eventually replaced many timber engines. but each weapon left the same thought behind. Safety lasts only until someone finds a new rule to break. Among the ruins, one ember remains. Not because the siege is still burning, but because the next idea has already begun.